Hello everyone, welcome to the Pequeno pod with Señor Pequeños, the most unrelaxed, relaxed comedy. With a new intro, 2.0 logo, fresh episodes every 2 weeks, and new guests. Please consider supporting us on Patreon, as it's the only way we've been able to successfully or unsuccessfully make these so far. Depending on the tier you pick, starting at 5 old buckaroonies a month, you can get in on our Discord, get a podcast t-shirt, get an exclusive podcast print, get on our monthly Jackbox game calls, make us read a note from you live on every episode, early access to episodes, extended 3-hour cuts, raw Zoom files, and more. Again, that's patreon.com/PequeñoPod, PEQUENO pod. Otherwise, rate us 5 stars on your app so we can read your review, answer our polls and questions on Spotify for each release, enjoy this free episode, and have a terrible day.
Hello. Hello. Looking at making Five Nights at Freddy's references.
What'd you say?
You're revolving, dude.
Revolving or devolving?
Neither.
Like a door.
Evolving.
Evolving. Whatever. Revolving just means I'm in the same spot. Yeah, I was fucking late on the way up because I was just incredulous. My spare tire got stolen. How the fuck does that even happen? I'm literally unpacking my fucking groceries downstairs on the way to start this episode, and I opened the trunk and everything. I've never seen a trunk caved in, but it was all caved in. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a spare tire beneath, like, the floor of the trunk, you know? But since there was no tire, somehow it caved in because I guess of the weight of the groceries. I wasn't buying that much, but...
How many peas are you buying, dude? Jesus Christ.
How many cinder blocks do you need to weigh down a body? I'm just
loves
asking.
eating concrete.
Costco bulk.
Which president's wife is the one that loves eating sheet metal?
Oh, JFK's?
JFK.
Why
Yeah,
is
both
that?
of them.
Why is that?
It was just like a running meme because they both have like big mouths. I don't know. People were
Yeah,
like,
she
they
has like very
look
like
like
crooked,
they...
jagged teeth, too.
Yeah.
So.
She's like, it kind of looks like Shark Boy. Like the mother of Shark Boy.
Like Lava Girl and Shark Boy? Is that who we're talking about? Okay. You mean was it a Robert Rodriguez? Was that a Robert Rodriguez movie?
Yes.
Feels like
Look
a Robert
at it.
Rodriguez
Look at
movie.
it. Look at that movie.
Look at it. It looks like shit.
Yes.
Do you remember when Spy Kids 3 came out? We thought that was the coolest fucking shit.
Not
if you
me.
If you rented
man,
that,
this looks awful.
fuck you.
I liked the thumb people in it. I thought those were epic.
If you rented the DVD, it came with 3D glasses, a really shitty red-green thing. So it probably wasn't actually 3D. You were just seeing the world in a different fucking light, and you were like, I think something's jumping out at me.
It just makes like double vision of everything, and you're like, well, yeah, I think so. I think it's
I get
3D.
super nauseous, but that's so cool.
Is that
was
Junie's
like-
fist or my dad's fist? Is he hitting me? Where am I?
Oh my god, I
Stop
forgot the
screaming.
name was Junie.
My dad's beating me, and I'm like, wow, 3D is crazy.
It's like almost 4D.
My back really hurts right now. Ow.
I think there was like a Rugrats, like Thornberry
No
movie
way,
crossover
really?
thing one time. Yeah, like I remember going to the
That was
drive-in
3D.
and watching it. And no, it wasn't 3D, it was like
Thank
4D. It was like smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision.
Oh, I
So, like, when
hated
you-
that.
Theaters.
I've been
like-
to one of those. It was fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, so like when you get your ticket,
so
they
bad.
hand you like the scratch and sniff stuff, and then you know like on the screen is like scratch number 3. And like I remember one of them
Yeah.
smelled so fucking bad
like,
Bro.
that
never
that's
mind. We're thinking of two different things.
that
Oh,
scent
oh.
is still in my mind to this day, and it brings
was
me
it?
back to it. It was stinky feet.
Some
Some guy
Not
back
even
in
the
theaters, like,
origin.
literally some disgusting Hollywood exec was literally like, how do I get everyone in the audience to smell farts and feet? Every single one of these smells you'd have to scratch off smelled like shit.
Yeah.
So for
Yes.
3 minutes, every 3 minutes in this 4D movie, the entire room would just smell like shit. And all the kids would be like, and all the parents would be like, oh, fuck!
Like why?
One kid in the back still huffing it.
Yeah. And then
like
you
the
hear one guy way in the back just
Baby feet.
fucked up my head doing that.
Was it meant to be baby feet? That makes it worse.
Wait, baby feet? What does baby feet smell like?
She made
Well, because it was Rugrats.
Oh.
It was like poopy diaper, feet.
There's a poop one as well?
Yeah.
The smells get increasingly like more inappropriately named as you go along. It's like teenage girl. You're like, whoa, what?
I beg your pardon?
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio's like,
as long as she's under 25.
the next smell is like above 25 girl smell.
doesn't
And he's
scratch
like,
it?
he double scratches
Throws it
the
away.
teenage one.
I'm
He's
not
outta here.
interested.
He rolls up the part of the paper with the teenage girl smell and just starts smoking it in the theater.
You've seen the
Leo!
Reddit like graphs, multiple graphs where it's like his age increasing,
Yeah, and he
but
dumps
then
it
like,
right before 25. Yeah.
but then it's always like 25.
That's
it just
crazy.
plateaus. It's never
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
funny. Anyway, we're way off topic, but yeah, my trunk caved in, see?
Okay.
And I was like,
And I
there
didn't
should be
know
a
what to do.
My brain works like a 3-year-old. I'm like, there should be a tire there. And I was like, that means there's no tire there. So I take all the groceries out, and sure enough, the tire's fucking gone. And I realized, so
You
this
just never
homeless
noticed?
guy must be the weirdest dude. So if for anyone who didn't
sell
know the
it.
story, my axle broke a week or two ago while I was in the middle of the fucking road. It almost became a city. Like, I would have been on the news because I was on the way back from Illinois. I never
blocking
drive.
the entire freeway.
It's been years since I've driven to Illinois, but on the way back from Illinois, the route that I take, there's a bridge you cross. It's MLK Bridge. If you're leaving St. Louis, it's 2 lanes, but if you're for some reason going into St. Louis, it's 1 lane. 1 lane with a roadblock, no shoulder. So I almost broke down on the bridge, and that would have closed traffic to St. Louis from Illinois, and I would have fucked up everything. Thank God I got just off the bridge, turned right, and then crapped out. So I was like, oh, I'm good. But it was so close to being a whole thing. Anyway, so that was at like 8 p.m. at night. So I tow my I get a guy that tows my car around the corner to the car shop, and I made sure all the doors are locked. I'm all good. Well, what I didn't notice because I'm stupid and it was dark. The back window was down a little bit because the tow truck guy had it to open it to do fucking I forget what. But I never opened the back window, so from the back window. He had really long arms. He was grabbing it with his feet. It was really weird, but I didn't ask him. Anyway, I'm just distracted now. But anyway, so the back window was
Feet
down
on
for some
mind,
reason.
brother, I understand.
Feet. I can't stop thinking about them.
Speaking of feet, you see that Barbie film? Anyway, sorry, go on.
All right. Yeah, no kidding. That's it. And we'll get onto that in here in a second. Hold on. Hold on. Fucking
Quentin
damn it.
Tarantino. Quentin
Shut up.
Tarantino
Shut
directed.
up. Shut up.
You directed this?
Shut up.
Go on.
That's why Quentin retired, just so he could take that whole movie in full. Anyway, he's going to spend this next 40 years just watching
Rented
that
an
movie on
IMAX and
repeat,
paused the video.
just for himself. 10 seconds. Just pause it after 10 seconds.
Give me that Rugrats scratch and sniff.
They're all, it's like 1 feet, 2 feet. Every time a foot's on screen, it's like scratch. You're like, oh.
They all smell like plastic because they're Barbies.
He inhales the words off that paper. That's how hard he's sniffing in.
He's treating
See
it
them
like one
come
of those
off all the
lotto tickets. Like this, the text is getting scraped off. He's rubbing it so fucking hard. Anyway,
Please.
back to my tire. So I dropped it off at the car guy's place. And so overnight, because the car was unlocked, someone must have... So my little speaker was gone, and I was like, that's it? Out of all the shit in here, like no one was shitting in it, coming in it, sleeping in it. Like, that's pretty good. Just the little speaker gone. I can deal with that. And now I've realized that the fucking spare tire is gone. But I was like, so this guy took the speaker and the spare tire that you can't put on a regular car because it's tiny and it's a piece of shit. Like, I don't get it, but...
So this guy just waits around. He waits around until there's a car there, like at
Or,
this.
yeah, who's
shop?
the guy?
It wasn't a good part of town, so I mean, I'm just some homeless person, I'm sure, but...
Well, I mean,
No one
like,
looked like me.
like when we pulled up to the place, there were homeless people around. So I was like, making sure my car is locked, making sure my car is locked. Da, da, da. And that doesn't. The homeless guy's watching me lock my car and tug it while the window's down. He's like, this motherfucker. I'm gonna come in his car.
he already has like a coat hanger ready to like unlock it.
Even though it's
I look
open windows.
Even though it's an open window, he just needs the challenge. He's just doing it in the other window. Just trying to get him. Anyway, no real story to that. I just thought it was a fucking weird realization I had on the way home.
Imagine
get your
homeless
tire,
people
then?
hit that all the time.
What'd you say?
How did they get your tire?
The car was unlocked, so they opened the trunk, opened the thing.
Oh,
took
so
the
you can
tire.
just pop the trunk. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. You could
Why
have
did
gotten
you
a
leave your
lot.
speaker in there, dude?
Because the car was locked. I didn't think anything of it. It's a tiny Bose. Is it Bose?
Yes.
Is it Bose? Okay.
I'm not gonna call you out again. Don't worry, I won't.
It's a tiny Bose speaker that fits in the, like, underneath the dash. Like, you can't see it unless you're in the car. So I just didn't think to move it.
Yeah, but the windows were down, no?
The one back window was down slightly, so I didn't know it was down, so I wasn't going to bring the speaker fucking with me.
Yeah, it's a speaker. Hello.
I was gonna say, now I never leave, like, anything in the car because my car's been broken into so many times. When it's been locked and no windows down, they just smash through the windows.
My car survived so many non-breakings. I think it's just that shitty. Like,
Non-breakings, like you've crashed.
I'm the one robbing them. I was at a movie theater, and I came back out, and every car in the line had smashed windows except mine. They skipped mine, went around to the other cars.
They're like, oh,
It
this
took
poor
them
guy.
extra time to go around. He was like, not this guy.
There ain't shit in there.
Even that tiny ass fucking speaker. Maybe if the car was unlocked, I would do it, but I'll come back later. He's been watching
Check
my
if
car.
this car breaks down in the future.
When people break into,
Working
like,
through
a
the
bunch
homeless
of
people
cars,
network.
and when they break into a bunch of cars at once here, they don't care what's in there. They'll just take, like, anything, even if it's,
Right,
like, change in the cup holder. Yeah.
Oh,
or,
they
like,
took my quarters out of the change thing, I realized.
There you
I
go.
was so upset.
There you go.
It was like $2.75.
I had a lot of quarters in there. That's to buy gum when I'm out of gum.
At this point, I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
I was being serious. Like, if I don't want to go to Walmart and I need something at the store, I'll just kind of collect quarters.
Use the gumball
and go across the
machine.
street.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm thinking like a gumball machine.
Oh, well, that too. Like, the gas station has gum and a gumball machine, so I'll get gum at the gumball machine. It's a little. That's just how I treat myself. Okay.
Extra treat. I
5-year-old gum that's been sitting in that dome since Carson was in office. Tastes like we went to the moon.
Also, you said Carson. Who's President Carson?
Didn't we have a President Carson?
I don't know.
Carter?
That's probably who I was thinking.
I don't know a Carson.
Wait, hold on. Did we have a President Carson?
Like, did you
Ben
mean
Carson?
Oh, that's what you were thinking?
Oh, he's got Ben Carson on his mind.
That's
He's
why
a
no one breaks into my
doctor.
car. I've got a Ben Carson sticker on the back. They're like, fuck
Like,
this guy, he's
what?
poor. It's like anyone that has a fucking, who's the old ass shitbag that's still running for president
Biden?
over and over again? Well, him, yeah, but the other one. The one with gloves. And he talks like this. What's that one? The other old guy.
Are you talking
the really
about
old
Bernie?
Guy. Yeah, Bernie, yeah.
Oh,
It's like Bernie.
dude, you sound
It was
like
a winter time.
that was
What do you
one
mean?
time. Like,
I was like, who's wearing gloves regularly?
You knew who
Yeah,
it was, so
well, you were like,
ugh.
and I was like, I don't know this man.
70%. Yeah, that guy. Anyway.
Wasn't
Fuck
that
me, I
when
guess.
Joe Biden was like his inauguration, right? It was like cold outside in the middle of winter.
Yeah,
And
He just
single
looked-
shot
well, he
of
just
Bernie
looked
sitting in a
pissed.
chair.
Yeah, he was just in a
sitting
chair like
there.
this.
It's cold, homie's dog.
I thought it was like when everyone else was standing and they pan over to him and he's just like, and I was like, that's funny. I like him. He's just like, that's the way I am. Like, I don't, everyone's standing. You're like, ugh. Guess
He's
we'll clap
also-
for the people with cancer.
he's also
you know?
an old fella, so
Right.
you don't want to stand, and maybe his circulation is He's like, this is gonna take
He's
too
a
much
Terminator.
energy.
Crack.
my gosh.
These legs don't work like they used to.
My penis does, but I don't know.
All right.
Sorry. Shut up.
I saw an article one time about, it was like from a newspaper from the 70s, and Bernie Sanders was saying like the exact,
It was a newspaper from the 70s the other day.
It was a picture of an article, and Bernie Sanders was just saying the exact same stuff he's saying today, where he was like,
Homie's committed.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was saying.
And he still ain't winning.
Exactly. He was like, free college, please, and everybody's like, go away, you hippie. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, but even in the 70s, he was what, 60? Sorry. Yeah.
He's been saying that speech for 50 years.
Can you imagine
Poor guy.
saying the same things? Well, he's just there.
Come on, honey, it's time to run again.
Poor guy, honestly.
All of the Gen Z people. Come on, Bernie!
Dude, when Bernie came to our college, when I was in college, that was the busiest campus has ever been. The line to see him, we measured it on Google Maps, it was 1.5 miles long. Wow. How fucking stupid do you have to fucking be? Oh my gosh, I would have fucking...
What?
To wait in 1.5 mile line for anyone? Are you kidding me?
You dumbass!
Daniel,
yeah! Do you think you'd be getting inside in time? What?
Daniel, if Lin-Manuel Miranda came to St. Louis...
Oh, fuck off. No, I would not be in a line that's 1.5 miles long. I'd rather fucking die.
You would start waiting in Illinois.
With my broken axles on the bridge. I'm not going anywhere.
I love it. I live in the Heights.
Would you stop? Honestly, I swear, I feel... It's a good play, all right? Shut the hell up. I hate you. You want to know what's so funny? My dad's birthday was recently, and we were like, Dad, you can watch any movie you want. What movie? Like, out of anything. R-rated movies, anything. What do you want to watch?
Yeah, you can treat yourself with an R-rated movie.
Because your parents don't
once a year, Dad.
It's like your 65th birthday, and it's like, you finally made it.
Today's the day.
No more 10 Commandments. Now we watch John Wick. No, so we were like, Dad, we're like, well, because now everyone's old enough, like, we in the family, because our siblings are stretched apart like 8 years, So we were like, watch whatever you want. And he was like, Hamilton. And I was like, Nick is gonna fucking make fun of me so bad. So we watched Hamilton for his birthday.
At the end, did you guys all stand up and clap?
We all...
Oh my gosh. I started watching Succession, and one of the jokes was like, don't worry, we're among like-minded people here. You don't have to pretend like Hamilton is good. And I was like,
oh, dude. Oh my gosh. Now, the funniest thing is, like, we like Hamilton, right? But we got...
This is cinema.
I remember when it came on Disney Plus, and we were like, oh, cool, because we weren't going to spend money to go watch that, but but we're watching it, we get done, and we were like, that was really good. And then we were like, but man, Lin-Manuel sucks ass. Like, he just can't sing to save his life. It's just... My mom, every time that movie comes up, she's like, great movie. Lin-Manuel sucks ass at singing. We're like, Mom, you don't have to say it. In the Adam's apple. Shut up, bitch.
There's an Adam's apple? Hold up.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
There's a lot to unpack in this statement.
What are you saying? What's the criticism now? What are you saying now? Fucking asshole. What?
Do I have one, Daniel?
No, I didn't say you. I said my mother.
Daniel?
What?
What do your mother and me have in common?
Vagina. I don't fucking... What is going on right now?
Yes, that you're right, Daniel. Women do not have an Adam's apple.
My mom is still, man.
Oh, whoa. Mom has been lying to me.
We're very progressive. I'll be honest, I never knew that.
You just learned some new anatomy. There you go.
Every week.
Yeah, there you go.
Should have just said throat so everyone would just shut the fuck up. I was just trying to be more specific for the joke. Didn't think. Gonna get a fucking anatomy lesson.
Punch her in the larynx.
Punch her in the penis. Oh, Daniel, actually. You may not know this, but your mom doesn't have one of those. Ah, man.
I was watching some Shark Week stuff downstairs like an hour ago, and it brought me back to like, I don't know, maybe like first grade, where all of the animals I had seen like at the time, I don't know if you guys had to watch March of the Penguins or whatever. Yeah, well, it was like, oh, sharks lay like these kind of like egg sac things, right? Like they're like live births, but they're still in the eggs or whatever. But everything else I'd seen were like, you know, chickens like pecking their way out of a beak. Or like in the March of the Penguins, that's how they came out. Or
of a beak?
In our, like they peck with their beak to break out of the shell of the egg.
No, you said out of a beak. You're stupid.
Oh,
see how it is.
Whoopsie. Well, yeah.
Jeez.
Then in our hallway we had like a bunch of oh my god! We had a bunch of trout that we would release every year.
Wait.
And so they were always in eggs, so you could see them like grow in the embryo, and then, you know, eventually they would hatch and we would go release them into the creek by our school, right? And so all of the animals I had seen at this point were all from like eggs, like various forms of eggs. And so like I definitely thought that's how humans were made, and I was like, Mom, how was it when you laid me? And she was like, what? You know.
How was it when we swam upriver in the spring? Those are salmon.
She gave birth in a lake.
I was like, did it hurt when you laid me? And she was like, don't say that. Don't say it like that.
Do trout not birth in the water?
That's what I am.
I am a trout.
I am a spring water fish.
What the hell are you talking about?
My creek is like 2 blocks from my house. So.
Yeah, but 2 blocks is a long ways for a fish, you know.
Oh my god.
Sure.
All right. Welcome to the Pequeno pod, everybody.
We haven't even said welcome yet, dude.
No. Because the welcome was supposed to be, we have a new $50 patron. The 3D print is in progress, so I've just got this spare violet one that's like a millimeter taller, and I'm just gonna write Nate on it, okay?
This one is Nate.
I've been laughing so much for the last 5 minutes, my hands are numb. I'm not joking. So,
That
pass out.
That sounds
Can
so
you see it? You can read it, right?
It does look like a squiggle and a
It's a penis.
2 lines, but I'll take your
there's
word
an
for it.
arch. Oh my god, arch reference?
Ooh, arch.
Dude, I have that video's gotten traction again on YouTube. Here's the funny thing with the YouTube. Every video of mine on YouTube that has more than like 15,000 views is the arch. They all have like over 300,000. All the comments are people so upset that they're pulling out their insides. It's so funny, dude. Every comment, every day is just, that's the gateway arch. Shame on you. Lewis and Clark would be disappointed. They're dead. So I don't give a shit. It's so funny. Anyway, so that's the welcome. We want to read a couple reviews. I think they're kind of funny, but
I'm down.
we're also 30 minutes in. I'm crying. So,
Lewis and Clark came where I live.
They what? Where you live? Sorry.
They went a long way.
Yeah, this is why I'm never going to make it as a comedian. Anyway, oh, hey, I think Nate left this most recent review. Hello, this is Titan again. I forgot one thing. The British are coming for you guys. You better be watching your anime hentai before you go to bed, Daniel. I do. Next one. I've been listening to this since day one. Oh, wow. I learned about you guys through Nick's Snapchat when I was living in Ohio. You guys made my week, and when you don't post an episode, my blood vessels practice cannibalism. Oh, I am currently in training to become a security officer, and I listen to you guys while I'm testing. That's
called apoptosis.
Yo!
That's a real thing. Just to let you know, I did a project on that.
How dare you hit us with actual facts?
Nerd. Sorry.
A project where, like, I wrote jokes at the bottom of everybody's things, and they either didn't read them or they read them really monotone. It was like, what do cells use to call other cells? Cell phone. And I was like,
All right. I'm currently... Just kidding. That's cute. That's funny. I'm currently in training to become a security officer, and I listen to you guys while I'm testing. It's incredibly distracting, so I'd be giggling to myself in class, and everyone thinks I'm schizophrenic. Schizophrenic, sorry.
Wait, it didn't actually say that? I thought it totally said
It was spelled wrong, so my brain pronounced it the incorrect way. Anyways, as a young black woman from the Midwest, I love you guys to my core. Nice. Fuck the Midwest, am I right? Ugh.
Stop!
Oh, what? I didn't say the people in the Midwest. I just said Midwest in general. The land.
Yeah,
fuck the land.
You're
the corn,
generalizing.
the soybeans. I came from the corn.
A lot of soybeans there?
Yeah, there's a lot of soybeans.
I did not know you guys... Yeah, exactly. I was like, I didn't know you specialized in soy.
Well, it was really... I can't tell if you're joking because I'm not looking at you, but I thought that was really interesting about Seattle. That Seattle is the only other place I've ever been that I've seen as much farmland as Illinois. Like, it was just... That's why we were seeing fields, and I was like, whoa! And you guys were like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, it was just... I was amazed that amongst mountains and, like, ocean, there's, like, a field for shit. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, all the apple orchards.
Yeah, it's cool.
They be growing apples there.
Yeah. Anyway, next review. I thought the turkey and Chicken Little was Joe Biden. Uh-huh. All right. This is your biggest fan. I was adopted and given an allowance of 1p. I am expecting my allowance to be upheld because I've done my human sacrifice chores. Okay. Was going to change my name to Marry Me Ryan Reynolds, but when they asked me, I would call myself... I'm sorry, my brain isn't... I can't. When they asked me what I would call myself, I saw the price and I yelled $85. Oh, because that's the price to change your name. Like, that we learned from the... Yeah, that we learned from the Natural Example episode that you probably haven't listened to yet, Lively.
I did. I listened to all of it. Don't you remember? I commented all throughout it.
No. Where did you comment on it?
Sending you Snapchats.
Oh. Well, I guess I've missed some things then.
Daniel's like, this bitch never reads our Snapchats. And he's like,
the last call that you and I were on, you told me you hadn't listened to it. I didn't bring it up. You were just like, yep, haven't done that yet. I was like, thanks.
Next day?
No, it was after that. But on another note, I found out who my real friends are when I take my schizophrenic meds. Okay, sincerely $85. Nice. All right, okay, I'm going to run through a few more of these. Having apparent stress in an airport while you're also stressed is a whole nother level of anxiety. Props to Juliana. This episode was the Weezer Pinkerton album out of the Blue album. This show is so fucking funny, and I can't wait to hear more. By the way, my favorite joke was the Alzheimer's joke that Daniel made. Thank you. I did not write this joke, I promise. You don't even have to try to find furry porn on Twitter. It'll just pop up. What kind of Twitter are you all on?
Where, man?
Furry Twitter porn.
Amen.
In reference to the JoJo Siwa dog hawk thing, as a small child, I had a dog named Buggy who would sit by the pool and hawks would circle her like she was a corpse. R.I.P. Buggy, you were an old bitch.
Wait, was she killed by hawks? Or...
I hope not. I think the idea is it's a natural
old
death.
Age? Because she's
old age. Let's go with old age.
Bitch.
He said you were an old bitch.
The owner had a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, God.
He attaches that as a picture, just a shotgun like pointed at the dog while it's alive. R.I.P. Buggy, you old bitch.
I mean, technically, she was a female dog. That's correct.
It's not an insult.
It's not an insult. She's right.
Speaking of animals and biology, did you know that women don't have Adam's apple? Anyway, all hail the magic conch shell.
Dog did not have an Adam's apple.
Female dogs don't have Adam's apple.
Surprise, surprise.
Or rights. But anyway, next review from Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Not gonna lie, L episode, not enough material to make me come across as schizophrenic. Plus, I didn't drive my car off the road. A lot of people are schizophrenic listening to this, huh?
Cool.
Me talking to a room of nowhere. Juliana, I want to yell at your parents so badly, especially your mom. My anger issues could never. I'm getting mad at them just hearing about the Hawaii trip story. Jay says me and Nick are mutuals on Threads. Nice. Joy of hearing that you were going to read out Spotify comments because of how cursed they are and only get to was the worst part of my week. Thank you. Seriously, don't worry about not reading it, Daniel. Well, I did, so there you go.
Bozo.
Nick's giggle makes my heart smile. Love you, Nick. Oh, that's a cute one. I tried to play this on my YouTube. No, that one's not good.
Whoa, that has a
No, it was talking about a glitch that we fixed, so no big deal.
Oh.
Everyone's naked in this episode. It's updated. It's gone.
Wrong upload.
It's all just JPEGs of us now instead of the video. Updated. No more naked. Daniel's my favorite Transformer, Depressed Prime. He's just the saddest car you've ever seen, like a little shit car.
Shit car.
JK, love you, Daniel. I'll give you a kiss if I see you at a show. Well, I haven't gotten to kiss yet, so that means... Next one
Daniel's
says...
first kiss.
I can't see you right now, but I'm giving you as much hate through my glance as I can. Next one says Juliana was never really innocent. True. Next one is the Fast and the Fetus. Okay. My sister, who is younger than me, just discovered Walkie Slush. God save me. It's like the first episode of this all over again.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
When you guys talked about the sub, I was about to laugh loudly but stopped halfway. It came out as a snort and a random person asked if I was okay. I embarrassingly said yes and walked away. Wonderful podcast. It's one of the things I keep hidden from my family and friends because they don't need to see this side of me, but wonderful podcast, though. All right. One of the things. The other thing is murder. I'm seeing my friend tomorrow since she left to live with her boyfriend of 3 months. Hopefully that motherfucker is dead. And she sees how much of a red flag he is or was. Anyway, I love the podcast. First time commenting. All right. Oh, wait. I've actually seen one person cosplaying the Ocean Gate submersible, so that's fun. Also, if Nick is there when you read this, tell him I said thank you for liking my comment on TikTok. That made my day. Nice.
Cosplay?
I'm going to be honest, I love this podcast. You all are great. Also, Daniel, you're great, but I love Nick the most. Lively, you are Lively, you are like the stuffed animal that I have on my bed, just there. Love you all. Have a good day.
So mean.
I throw it to my dog to hump sometimes. That's about its only use.
No kidding. That's funny. Listening to this podcast, laying face first on my pillow with the feeling of vomit running down through my guts is an experience.
Straight into the mattress.
Someone's literally ODing listening to this podcast. Holy shit. It's an experience. Not a great or bad one, but an experience nonetheless. Anyways, love the podcast, y'all. Listening to this episode made me think my lungs were going to implode from laughter. I'm going to hell. As I'm typing this, it's fucking pouring in Pennsylvania. I feel like my house is gonna implode just like the submarine.
Wait. I'm still interested in the cosplay of the submarine. Where'd that person see that?
It doesn't say.
It was
a month ago. Were there any outside Walmart?
I know that right now it's the
San
Diego Comic-Con, and I know they go crazy with those cosplays there.
They really do.
I've heard about it. Yeah, I've never obviously been there, but yeah, that's interesting. I think I saw one more that I thought was funny. I'm gonna quick see if I can find it. I've never laughed this. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm reading. No, I was saying just go ahead. Leave me alone, please. I'm just trying to survive. Fuck me. Good Lord.
Visiting family in San Diego right now, right? And they were like, it's so boring here. There's nothing to do. And then I was like, oh, it's Comic-Con. You can literally just sit outside for free and watch like crazy shit. Because that's the best. That's the best part. Watching everybody coming in and out of the convention centers. You see the best stuff.
It's crazy.
And then they ended up getting a Comic-Con ticket like last minute. And I was like, They've been sold out for months, but apparently they had a friend who had a hookup who, because their dad...
from this guy's car. I got a speaker and a tire, too. Overall, great haul.
Great haul.
The last one I'll read just says, I'm listening right after I lost my job to cheer me up. Keep up the great work, guys. Oh. There's no joke at the end of that, so I think that's real. So I hope the homie has a job now. That's very sad.
Or just doing well.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Nick's like, maybe not a job, but I hope they're doing fine.
Well, like, if they don't have... I hope you have a job now. Like...
Okay, fine. Sorry, you're right. I'm the asshole.
Like,
sorry.
Daniel's like, hold on, I think I saw another funny one in here.
Man, I hope something else is in here. You guys are downers. Ugh. Ugh. I'm on welfare. Comment when you're addicted on crack, maybe. I just should shut up and die already. Goodness gracious, I'm sorry. Anyway, Barbenheimer, so something happy. Bombing of Japan. Sorry. Woof. What a heavy fucking movie. Barbie was good, though.
Yeah, I did not watch Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer?
I was going to ask you guys, have you seen both of them or just one of them?
I just saw Barbie. I would be so straight up.
Are you going to watch Oppenheimer or like, no, not at all? He's like, I know how it ends.
Read a history book, dude.
I know, big boom. Lots of dead.
In my review, I was like, no spoilers, but I was like, even though spoilers are history, so... They did what to Japan? 2 of them? Sorry, it's terrible.
Wait a minute. They're trying to wash our history. They're hiding this from us.
That was wrong. I don't like it when historical fiction movies like stretch out the real facts just for sake of being dramatic. I don't think they needed to drop 5 atomic bombs on Japan in the movie. That was a bit much. Didn't have to be that much.
In the movie? The other day when we were gonna film, Daniel was like, I'm kind of glad we didn't record today because I just saw that movie and it fucked me up. I'm having like an existential crisis right now, and I was like, oh.
I like at the time you were like, yeah, that is some dark stuff, and now you're like, what a fucking pussy. This guy was just idiot, just learned about history for the first time.
No, Nick was like, oh, I saw Barbie, that was fun. So it's just like, oh yes, one is very fun, and one is a very intense reflection of society.
Yeah, one was
one being Barbie.
Barbie.
Julianna and I talked for like 2 hours on Oppenheimer just because it's so interesting, the whole conspiracy behind it, that basically the end of it is like the government, right? Which is the way it fucking always is.
I haven't seen it, but I know the history.
I don't. Well, I didn't know the specific stuff, like Strauss's name and all the stuff that goes along with that. Like, it was just a lot of very intricate names. Stuff.
I knew the McCarthyism that came after, and related stuff with that, I guess. I kind of know more about what happened after than, like,
right. And McCarthyism was, like, on the tail end of it, yeah. It's the communism,
and also, like, all the
scares...
Nazis who worked in Operation Paperclip.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that we don't talk about that very much, but...
Anyway, moving on.
So Barbie.
No, the only thing I was gonna mention with Barbie was, did you see the fucking? I'm not gonna watch it. That
there
too.
Was what?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. That was a weird choice. I gotta be honest. Like, the movie should be like accessible to everyone because it's like a big thing that should get people to be more mad at the government.
They were having the Barbie scissors with their
it was like
claws.
Full frontal nudity stuff, and I was like, yeah, but why? Why did we?
So
why?
Dumb. Stop.
What's
Barbie's
dumb?
clothes come off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Barbie. I'm like, you're such an idiot.
No. I thought you were just calling me an idiot. I was like, okay.
Gosh, I genuinely thought you were talking about Barbie. I was
I
like,
thought you were talking about Barbie too.
Yeah, I thought you were saying that they had their like blob scissoring. Like, I was so.
You may not know this about women Barbies, but they don't have any genitals because they're Barbies. No, I was gonna say the only thing about Barbie that I was gonna bring up was because our favorite pal, our favorite buddy boy was back in the news. We all sent the tweet to each other, the thing of Ben Shapiro being like, this movie was ass. I can't wait to shred it apart.
Trash.
Woke trash. Like, literally, it's like, there are deeper
Ew,
parts of that movie.
Women?
But yeah. I was like, what the fuck did you think it was gonna be about? There was a tweet that was like, it was Kingpin flipping a table over, and it was like when Piers Morgan, 58, realizes the Barbie movie isn't about how good straight white men are. Because Kingpin's like, it's like, this fits perfectly, actually. Good lord, they're all just so fucking stupid. But what is...
Ted Cruz was saying that it's like Chinese propaganda.
Dog. Oh my god.
Because there's a
it's
map.
Not that deep.
There's a map in Barbie Land that shows China
a
little bit bigger than it should be. That was his reasoning.
No, there was the
or there's like lines
the
or
nine
something.
dotted line that was showing. Barbie's
So
a
dumb.
communist.
Woo! I mean, if you think about it,
It's just the whole thing so dumb. And Ben Shapiro was like, the producers forced me to go, and I was like, no, they didn't. You wanted to go. And all his producers were like, there's no reason you to go to this. This isn't like anything to do with. It.
Want to see.
I
the
want to go.
Flaming garbage pile.
He walks into the office like he's like, gotta go see Barbie this weekend. They're like, no.
It's like, why are you dressed in pink?
Why is your shirt tucked in like a fucking idiot? And he's like, oh, just gotta go see Barbie this week. They're like, no, we don't, Ben. It's not on the schedule. It's not on the schedule. It's Thursday
fine.
opening. Fine, I guess I'll go.
I'm done fighting. I'll go.
I do really like that people dressed up to see Barbie, though.
Yeah, it's been
that I
really nice,
appreciate.
all this stuff to see. Like Ben. His tight little Barbie shirt. Little slutty little Barbie fucking
Little
shirt.
pink jeans.
What does he have to talk about, though? Like, how could that movie make you so upset? It's just like...
I don't care.
No, not his video, the movie. Like, you've seen Barbie.
Yes.
So I was like, what in there? Like, there's a scene where Barbie looks at an old woman and is like, you're beautiful. And I'm just, like, Ben's just... He's just going fucking insane. He's like, actually, she's not beautiful. She's fucking ugly. At least her pussy's dry, like it should be.
Do you know who that is?
Which one? The first old woman or the second one?
First.
No, I don't know who that was.
That's Barbie. That woman is Barbie. Don't give me a thumbs up.
I'm waiting for you to give more to it.
And then, do the...
I thought you were going to talk more. Like, was there more on that, or
That should shock. That's enough information as it. That's the Barbie. What?
Barbie was made for like a little girl.
Yeah, that's her.
What do you mean, though? Do you mean? Oh, you mean that was the
after
daughter?
Barbie.
That was the
Yeah.
daughter.
It was
Okay,
named
okay.
after her.
That's Barbie.
Yeah. Her name was like Barb.
Jeez, dude. Why can't you just
and her
fucking
nickname was
explain
Barbie.
it a little bit more? Yeah, I remember that part. I thought you meant like the doll was based off her or something. Like I was waiting for more explanation, but
That's literally
Jeez
Barbie.
Louise. Jeez.
Fake Barbie fan.
Barbie
I
fan.
guess. Fake
Nick,
women
your
fan.
friend-
Didn't even
your
know
friend
about the
looked
Apple
good.
thing.
Your friend looked good in the Barbie fit.
Oh, Rachel.
Oh yeah, agreed. Sorry. Did I say
I was
that?
like, I just want to say, kind of bad though.
I'm so close to finding the nearest twine and just hanging myself with it. Good lord.
Okay.
Fine.
But and there's no transition. I'm just going between bullet points. But fucking was it someone that I think she liked a podcast video, and I screenshot it. And I was like, I don't know who this is, but they have 8 million followers, and they liked one of our podcast videos.
Yeah.
And Nick was like, that's Dani Daniels, and I was like, or whoever her name is, and I was like, oh okay, and he was like, yeah, do you know where she's from? And I was like, no, and I was like, probably porn. He was like, yeah, porn. This idiot.
Yeah. Nick was like,
Daniel's like, that's weird because I watch porn.
I watched
and
porn,
Nick was
but I
like,
haven't seen any
oh,
with her.
I'm aware of her content.
Yeah,
and
no, I
then
was
Daniel,
like, I'm familiar with her work.
yeah,
Wait a minute, there's porn that's in 1080p? What?
I'm looking at magazines.
To pay for this
I was
shit?
thinking like, what's the lowest like resolution? I was thinking like the videos that are like grainy.
240p.
240p.
You watch them on VHS.
I'm just watching pixels fuck. I'm like,
I was gonna say literal, like, just looks like
I
Roblox
saw a
characters.
nipple.
it's just one pixel just doing this to the other pixel. You're like, wow, I'm getting
is good.
hard. You were telling me that pixel was Dani Daniels. I can't remember if I thought it was a podcast video, but it may have been one of my personal videos. I just like to filter by verified every now and then and see like if anybody famous like liked our stuff. But now because you can buy your fucking badge, you've got all these fucking wannabes in this stupid filter list. I'm like, ooh, who's this person? No one.
38 followers.
Dude, with 38 followers and a fucking like racist line as his bio, and you're like, okay, get the fuck out of here. It's just,
My
favorite pronouns are USA.
I love that got hijacked by the gayest people ever on TikTok, and it's just all these videos with that sound. It's so funny, dude. Oh my gosh, the eagle sounds and shit.
My favorite is like when people's like bio will be like, you know, a Bible verse, and then under it's like a link to their OnlyFans, or they're like, or they're like, I'm not joking. Or it's like that's sorry. Like, then there's like dudes on there who will say that like with a nice wholesome Bible verse on there, and then, you know, in the comments under stuff they're like, fuck you, you should die. Like, oh yes, very nice.
A man of the Lord.
Yeah, no fucking good lord. It always is like the receding hairline, half crustache with a fish, motherfuckers, with those Bible verses in bio, just commenting like fat phobic stuff, isn't it? It's lovely.
They were like Margot Robbie mid when it was like no makeup on.
That was a stupid thing in the news. It's like that's not even newsworthy. Like we just know. Everyone knows that's not right, you know? And anyone that doesn't think that, like, just kill them. You know, we don't need to put on
your
eyes
checked.
Were you barking at the screen when she came on?
oh, just the deepest.
She's my Makima.
And then Ryan came on screen, and it was just...
Bing.
No transit. You guys, any topics that you guys want to talk about? Good lord. I see. So TikTok lives go through these ranges of like what is famous and what gets clicks and what doesn't. Now it's the fucking AI robot shit. It's just good lord. And I wasn't going to comment on that before. This is an old note I've had on this Discord for like a year, and I just never fucking mentioned it because I didn't think it was good enough. But there was a lot of lives with just notes that were I'm not talking till someone makes me laugh, and that's all it was. If that was something you came across, what would you say to try? What's the thing that you would do to try to? No, I know what you would actually do. I know what you would actually do. Like that's what we would all do, right? But I'm just saying, like, if that was a challenge that you were given, like, is there a joke or is there some stupid thing you go to that you always are like, I like to say this because it makes people laugh?
I don't think there's anything like universally like funny I could use that I'm like, oh, everybody would find. Yeah, I'm like that everybody would find funny. Everybody's different, so I don't know.
Uh-oh, stinky. Oh, you're not gonna laugh, right? We'll see you, dude.
I would lose that game immediately. It's just someone types the word fart. I'm like, that was good. All right, you got me, guys. Logging off now. Bye.
Live stream for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
My go-to one used to be, like, when I was in high school, because we had to have, like, a dad joke competition in one of my classes, like, my freshman year or whatever.
Nice. That's a great class. Why didn't I take that class?
It was U.S. history. As random as that is.
The daddies of history. Time to bring your jokes to class. Sorry.
Yes, I made it to like the final round, but then my teacher disqualified me because he thought that one was too inappropriate. So I didn't. Yeah, it's not even bad, and so that was just the one I would always use after that. Like whenever people were like, "What's a good stupid joke?" and I was like, it's what do you see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over?
Is it donuts?
It's donuts. Yeah. And I got kicked out.
I think I saw that joke for the first time in like a blooper of some show I was watching, and I was like, huh, that's really good. Me in high school, I was like, that's a crazy joke.
Whoa,
I never thought about it like that.
That class was so weird, though. We also had to share like current events where it was like one article, like you have to discuss an article where something important happened in the news, and then another news article that was like a crazy story, like whatever you found to be crazy. And I would just find like the most batshit insane stuff. Like everybody would just like Google like, oh, Florida man, you know, like the, you know, whatever crazy thing happened for the week. But like I would look up stuff where I was like, then they killed a bitch, then they shot a bitch, then they And I was just
lively.
Just reading this off with that kind of enthusiasm, and then they killed the bitch, and then they buried a bitch. Whoa. This is third grade.
Everybody would just, I don't know, they'd share just like funny story that happened in the news this week or something. But mine would be like, what's a crazy story? And I'm like, oh my god, this woman, have you guys heard about the acid attacks happening in these countries right now? And then like I was talking about that and everybody...
Good lord, Juliana, jeez.
It's like, that's crazy. You can't tell me that's not crazy.
That is indeed crazy. Juliana with that look of like the... What's like that meme where it's like anime character about ready to go off and kill everyone? It's like from the fucking forehead, 0.7 zoom. And just like that's you can't tell me that's not crazy. Like,
wonder why people thought I was weird, man. I was up there like, you guys need to be informed about this shit. Isn't that messed up?
Watch for acid.
Yeah, I was
Thanks.
like, there's like a crazy like, and the only reason it was like a widely published article was because they were like American tourists, and so like I was like researching about that, and I was like, isn't it crazy like how little rights women have here? And like nobody was reacting, and I was like,
that's depressing. Acid attacks. We're not given a lot to work with here on this
sorry.
podcast.
Sorry.
No, that's good. That's fine. The other note I had on here, this is, again, not even a story. I just think old people are fucking funny. But I was getting blood work done, and this guy was checking his voicemail, like, in the waiting room. But he was using speakerphone, and it was so loud. So it was like, type in your password. It's like, dong, 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 And then...
And he's, like, saying the numbers. 4, 5...
Yeah. Now think, Gene, it's the same as your credit card number.
It's your social security.
I'm just like, wow.
6.
Writing it down. I'm going to rob this guy for everything he's worth before he gets out of the blood thing. So he's checking his voicemail, and the first voicemail was just like a walking sound, like shuffling, like... And then it's... you hear
somebody butt-dialed?
Well, then you hear a doorbell. It's like, ding, doom. And then someo's like, I'm at your door, Gene. Pick up, Gene. I thought it was so funny. This dude walked up to the door. It was like, how stuff is like garbled through the voicemail thing?
Yeah.
So it was like fuzzed out doorbell, like ear rape doorbell. It was like, dum, dum. Open up, Gene. Open your... I don't know.
Good reference, Daniel.
Stop making fun of me. I'm sorry.
No,
That's
I'm
not
trying.
making fun. That's not making fun. That's a good reference.
I can't tell anymore.
That came out of left field. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, that reminds me of when you sent the picture of who's this clown, and it's just like an old man on oxygen, and I'm like, what?
I did that? What do you mean? Where was I? What was there? Had to have been context to that.
And then Nick was like, Hector Solomon.
And then I sent a video of that same old guy back with the bell sound going in the background. What was that for, though? I can't remember. Where was I?
You were on a Zoom call with your family.
Oh, that's why. I was like, there's no way I was doing this at the hospital. I would have never have done that to people at a hospital. That's rude. But my family...
Singing sound in the middle of the waiting room, like...
Yeah, it was a family... It was a family reunion call. There was like 9,000 squares. I'm like, I recognize everybody. And then I was like, who the fuck is that? And it's just this... The oldest man you've ever seen just... didn't look anything like any of us. I was like, is that what I'm going to look like?
Age, like a girl our age sitting next to him, and I'm like...
Yeah.
She's living the best life.
Just wait until he turns to dust and collecting that good old family money we have.
Grandpa?
All his money's in the bricks in the walls, too. But this poor guy, aw, he was like, he tuned into this call, like, yeah, on oxygen and everything. I was like, dude, you don't have to do this.
One sip of Sprite, it's over, dude.
What'd you say?
One sip of Sprite, it's over. Have you seen that video?
If I flashed a tit, he would have just died right there.
There's a video on TikTok of an old lady in bed. She has to be like in her 90s. Her hands are already like this, and it's just captioned, "Giving my grandma Sprite." And so he opens up the can, and he like pours a little in her mouth, and then she closes her eyes and like starts coughing.
I've seen that.
I can't release this picture publicly because it has somebody that I knew in it. But it has something. I sent this picture to you. It is the most, like, this picture would go famous if I fucking released it.
Oh.
It is the most horrifying picture I've ever seen. This girl, like, cheesing with her fucking grandma on a hospital bed, and it is the oldest mummified old person I've ever seen. It's like skeleton, like the cheeks are caved in. There's no eyes. She's like, you know, it's the worst thing you've ever seen. It made me shocked this girl would do this. She posted it to her fucking Snapchat story. Yeah, and it was like, she said chilling with my grandma, and I was like, that bitch is dead. She's been dead. You are with a dead body. It was, and she was like touching her hand and stuff. I was like, don't do that. But like, I was like, help this woman instead of taking a picture with her. That's not gonna fucking help her. She was like posing, moving her old hand to take a picture, holding her hand. I'm like, girl, give that woman a sandwich. Good lord.
That would be it, dude. A little bit of black pepper in there, it's over.
Yeah, I was like, no, you gotta give him the blended up meals only.
The new pepper jam recipe and just out.
Black Forest ham, it's done.
Give her a wheat flavor townhouse cracker. She's
the
gone.
Ritz is too spicy.
You're telling me there's bread ingredients in this cracker? Oh, if we had that during the Great Depression, I might have lived another 30 years.
Oh, that was like my grandma.
Bread grandma?
Yeah.
The bread grandma was like up and walking around and healthy and stuff, wasn't she?
Well, yeah. I just mean like she had the Depression era mentality.
Right.
Also like the
She was like boxing people on Sundays. That bitch was strong. Holy shit, the stories you were telling us about her.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, good lord. She didn't know where the hell she was, but she was strong wherever
Fighting
she was.
the priest.
Didn't the priest yell at her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that a story?
And then she yelled back at him.
Yeah!
I was like,
Yeah!
like,
go to hell!
Yeah.
I'll see you in hell tomorrow.
Speaking in Italian, it was like, she said something.
She
first.
grabs his dick and twists it. Lightning! She grabs a nipple and snaps it. Lightning nipple! It's just gone. Oh! Sorry.
No, she yo, keep going now. Oh, hi dog. My dog. Oh, bye dog.
I can see it in the reflection.
Yeah.
Your muscular ass dog.
Speaking of
Your
strong
dog is selling
MS.
crack.
Dude, sometimes when he's flexing his muscles, it's so disturbing looking.
I'm jealous of a dog. I'll be honest. You send pictures of your dog posed in the fucking sun. I'm like, good lord.
And I was like, why am I turned on?
All right, I'm not Shane Dawson over here. Good lord.
Oh no. That's like, I think it was a tweet where somebody was like, me going to the gym every day, trying to get all my protein macros, micros in, and then it's like my dog who can just eat whatever the fuck he wants and has this perfectly fit body, perfectly toned muscle definition. I'm like,
yeah. Are those pit bulls the ones that have like really defined fucking muscles?
Bulldogs, pit bulls.
Or like cornucosas.
Oh, what the hell was that? The last thing you said? That thing that's on the table at Thanksgiving?
The cornucopia. No.
Thanksgiving joke for y'all.
They're like the dogs that like whenever in like media it's like the Hounds of Hell kind of looking dogs. That's
yeah.
They're like really
They're so
big.
Cool. What were you saying before the dog came in? You were talking about your grandma and the priest.
Distracted. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure my grandma was just yelling at him and was like, I've been going here for 60 years now, and then started speaking Italian because I think all of her children were baptized there, all of her grandchildren were baptized there, and I think, yeah, all of her children had their weddings in the chapel there, so she was like, you're telling me...
I'm a repeat member. I've got those loyalty bucks.
I got gold status.
I know every rapist that's come through here in the last 80 years.
Oh,
okay, Grandma, calm
Including
down.
you, Father.
I've got videotapes. I've sent them off.
I don't think that priest stayed there for too long.
Wow, this list is really getting short. I I get so many brand emails that I turn down, and one of them I thought was the funniest was from some candle company that was like, "Wow, your content really speaks to us. We thought that you could make your own scent and sell that to your followers." And I was like, "What the fuck would my scent be? Pee? Like besides pee, like
Musk.
Which one?
penny smell? This is irony."
Pennies?
I guess like my favorite
Oh, the
smell is
metal.
probably like fresh rain smell after it's been pretty dry. That's a pretty good smell.
Fun
I don't know
fact,
how you
rain doesn't have a
parse that.
smell.
Well, I mean,
The dog
the
shit
dry
everywhere
ground.
else.
Yes. Yes. Dude,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
so
The
that's-
hot
moisture
right now.
opens up your passageways, and that's why you're just smelling how the world naturally smells.
Like piss. Yeah, I need to be out of the city when it rains so I can actually smell something nice.
You're like, wow, it smells worse.
It usually does.
Rancid.
Now where I live, like with our open area in the middle, like it smells nice, so that's fine. But
It's literally been so dry that I took my dog for a walk yesterday in the morning, and then there was like a poop log, a dog poo, I assume, that got left on the
it's a
grass.
human log. It's just
and-
shrunk that much. That's how hot it is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not picking that up. It's not my dogs, and I had
Yeah,
already
no.
bagged my dogs. So that was like further down on the walk, and then I walked by it today, and it was just perfectly
Ash.
like white. Yeah. In one day, it was completely white. I was like, whoa.
Cooked.
Yeah, all the moisture was like straight out of the shit. I was
It's done.
Really long raisin.
Yeah. It was
Breakfast is served.
Yeah. Jimmy
somebody
Dean sausage. Man,
powdered sugar all over it.
it's gonna be great one of these days when we actually have a sponsor read in here. Oh, how are they doing that, by the way? All these famous people at the podcast doing worse than us, reading off ads for SeatGeek and shit. Meanwhile, well, actually, I know why we don't have them. Never mind. I just answered my own question. That's sad.
Don't have
Anyway,
people sponsoring us. Yeah, literally today, my brother was like, "You guys have sponsors yet?" And I was like, "No." Yeah, and then he's like, "You're gonna go on the podcast looking like that right now?" So that's why I changed my shirt.
no one cares.
Fine.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
I'm wearing a It Came From Berwyn shirt with a rubber chicken on it. This is not that deep.
Just wearing,
I
like,
literally
t-shirts.
make money from my own ads and then channel them into this podcast. That's how necessary we need money. I usually don't post them online, which is so nice. I love it when a brand asks for a video and they're like, "You don't have to post this." I'm like, oh, that's just gorgeous. I love it. I love that people have
It would be
figured out.
hilarious if they like just cropped up that video to like blackmail you. You know, just like edit it, scrambled up, and it's like, "I hate blank," and then you're like,
Thanks for that new fear. Good lord.
Wait,
Good
so
night,
when they
everybody.
ask for a video, but they say you don't have to post it, are they just posting it on their end or what?
Yeah, because what they found out is like the initial point of like when initially like TikTok sponsors and stuff opened, they wanted the views from like the PewDiePie type people, Charlie D'Amelio and all that shit. But for anyone else, like that for TikTok, that's not the way the algorithm works. Like even if you have a lot of followers, obviously it doesn't guarantee you get a lot of views on the next video. So if I posted an ad, like I'll like do my own videos, I'll have like, 20K, 100K, million, post an ad, it's like 1K, and it's not my fault. It's just with the strict specifications people have, that's it. People know it's an ad. They swipe on and it's boring. That's why I don't
they see ad and they're immediately like, "No."
That's why I don't do ads like that. The only time I'll post ads to my profile is if they say like you can just do whatever the fuck you want with it, and I'm like, there you go. But most people, yeah, they basically buy the video from me as a contractor, I guess, and then they promote it through wherever but they can track all the stats and they can keep track of the money. And they're already going through channels where people are expecting ads, so people will watch it all the way through. It's really smart. It's such a better way to do ads, and not every brand is on that yet, but it's cool because that means you're not like my followers don't want to see that either. They don't want to have brands shoved in their face. So it's so nice that I can just make a bunch of ads all the time that no one's, and it doesn't have to be stuff that I would even buy. Like as long as it's a good product from a honest company, like I'll make an ad for them. They can do whatever they want with it. You're essentially an actor for them, but I'm not going to put stuff on my page if it's not something I would like do or buy myself, So it's been really nice, but it's sad though, because a lot of, like I was just showing to Nick that someone like was like, "Oh, hey, we want to post your video on our page." but you have to sign this thing first just for permissions. And I read it, and it was like, this gives us ownership of this video entirety and perpetuity forever, and you can only use it with our permission. And I was like, yep, not signing this, bye. And I was like, somebody has to have fallen for that, with no money. They weren't even offering to pay me for it. They were just fucking taking it. And I was like, that is dark. Like, and I've gotten emails before for like, we've calculated that based on your blah, 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 we're going to pay you $20 for this video. And I've emailed, those are ones I'll email back to, and I'll be like, this is laughable. You cannot offer to pay someone $20 to make a video. That is the worst shit I've ever fucking heard.
I guarantee a lot of kids are like, hell yeah, $20 is $20.
Yeah.
No, many 4x4s.
and that's why it's sad, yeah. But I mean, thankfully, a lot of brands are understanding, and the brands make more money when they can take the video from you and they do it themselves, so they can offer more money. So I don't even have to negotiate.
They don't have to pay like as much as like hiring an actor.
Right. So I realize that's still the way it is, but it's good seeing the pay continue to go up. Like, I get paid a lot to make some of the stuff that I do, which is really nice. I won't, and you can't go below a certain thing because then word gets out, and then people will just say, well, you made this video for them at 100, so you have to do ours at 100. And that's not the way it works. But,
you cheap bitch.
But like I like the fact that a lot of people are surprised because I have a lot of people that ask me like, hey, I just got my first email for a brand deal. Like, is this too much? And I'll be like, okay, what are they offering you? And they're like, a product, and I'm like, that's it. And they're like, is that too much? I'm like, no, that's just extremely too. They're not paying you anything, and it's like, a sticker. And it's like, it's just people are so, they think they value themselves so little, it's depressing that brands make people feel like that. You're like, yeah, we've seen your stuff. We think you're worth one sticker.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like people are so used to seeing on Instagram where they're like, hey, you'd be perfect for our brand. You want to model our blah, 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 blah. And everybody gets those. So people are like, this has to be fake. Anything that's real must be good.
But remember when we all got that for the first time really young? We were like, holy shit, like that gets somebody.
Mine are always like goth modeling things where like, you might like our rings. And I'm like...
Yeah.
Like a ring guy.
Speaking of Twitter, did you hear what happened?
Yeah, they changed their fucking logo. To an X.
Yeah, it's going to be called X now.
Isn't that the dumbest thing you've ever heard? Imagine changing the bird. It has to be a fucking joke, right? Are they trying to... Now I'm kind of with you, Lively. Are they trying to push people to Facebook stuff? Like... You're just they keep making it worse and worse, and people keep staying. Why do the people keep staying? It's starting to piss me off.
Twitter is entertaining.
I was gonna say,
you just gotta follow the right accounts.
It's an old standard, like it's been there for so long. It's hard to change.
But like that's not why Twitter's famous. It's famous for all the fucking arguments and all the hateful shit.
Yeah, but
it's for like
fun.
interacting with celebrities and stuff. Like it's one of the only places like celebrities or like professional athletes will like respond back to people, and sometimes you get really funny stuff out of that.
But they all went to like everybody was on Threads, right? So I was like, why don't people just stay there? Like everybody moved because everybody moved. Like it was just like I was like, but you're all already here anyway, so
it's gonna be just like Byte.
Yeah, it is gonna be another Byte.
Everyone's like, don't use TikTok. That stuff, TikTok sucks. And then they're like, just use Byte. It's like Vine. And then.
You're right. It is going to be because every time like this happens with the X being changed, the bird changing to an X, Threads is going to see a giant wave again, and then it's just going to go right back, and so, and Threads is like too much for the old Facebook people to get into, and it's not good enough for all the young people on Twitter. So it's like I don't know who the hell it's for. I liked it just because it's the first app I've ever seen that all your followers transferred over, and that's so helpful. Like it's not like you have to, a new app, and you have to set it all up, and you have to go from zero again. It's such a pain in the ass. It was so nice just to automatically,
like 4
all
buttons
that shit.
And you're all met. Yeah.
So nice. Wasn't that beautiful? My OCD was in love with that. That was a great transfer.
And same handle and everything.
Yeah, that was so nice. And like if you were verified, your verified thing transferred over. Like that's pretty cool, Yeah, I don't know. Too bad. I really enjoyed it. Their feed wasn't super great. Like it would switch between people I follow and like people that it wasn't even accounts that had people that I follow. Like it was just random shit, and I was like, you guys should straighten this out. Yeah.
I got like a Logan Paul thread at one point, and I was like, ooh. And no one reposted it or anything. It was just like, here, you might like this.
It's like a For You page thing.
It scares me when that shit shows up, because I was like, what did I click that this algorithm thinks I would like that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, what did I do?
You're getting mad.
I am. I was on TikTok the other day. I got the first thirst trap I've ever gotten in like a long time. It was just... Like, I kept watching because I was like, there's a joke in here, right? Like, this is my For You page for the last 3 years. There's going to be a joke in the end of this.
There's a joke here, dude.
It wasn't a joke. It was... I'm going to keep watching. I mean, there's got to be something here somewhere. And then, like, that was the end of the video. And I was like, oh! And I was like, I freaked out. I was like, I just watched a whole thirst trap all the way through, told the algorithm, that's what I want to see. I was like, oh!
Exactly.
Fuck!
It's like, oh, this guy wants it.
Daniel watched this 12 times.
It's like so many of my guy friends are always like, what's up with Instagram's explore page being like all just bikini
Avatar
models and like, yeah, they're just like all bikini models and like, you know, like OnlyFans models, and I'm like, dude, it's based off of what you look at.
Yeah, I was with the TikTok hearings. You remember they were all like, "Why is it filled with all minor girls?" And we were all like, "That's not our For You pages. That's yours because you're a fucking pervert."
My For You is crazy, dude. Because I've been interacting with a bunch of old people, and now I'll just get like old people TikToks.
Huh?
It's so good.
What?
No, genuinely. There's a whole brand.
Is there a story to that?
No, there was one video that made me laugh so hard. I was literally crying for like 2 minutes. There's a lady yelling.
Just send
like,
them.
I am not racist. And she's screaming so hard she's busting her mic. And she has a filter on it for Arby's. Like, there's so much going on, and she's screaming about how she's not... I downloaded the video because it made me laugh so hard.
That's so funny.
And ever since I interacted with that, there's another of a guy who was just filming up to his nose, and he's going... like, he's just breathing very heavily, and there's nothing else. He's just looking around, trying to, like, take... You know when you put an iPad in front of a baby and they just kind of take in all that information? Yeah. It was that thing. Just
I get those every once in a while. Like every time an old person...
Oh my God.
Like every time an old person accidentally like made a video on TikTok and it's just got 400,000 likes, no caption or anything, it's the funniest shit ever. It's
There's
just
one where, like, a guy... He's filming a ceiling and he puts the camera down, and for a split second you can see he's like an 80-year-old man, and then it puts that like yassified filter where it looks like a plastic like operated like 20-year-old. It just looks awful, and he's like smiling, but for a split second you can see he's an 80-year-old. Yeah, it's just disgusting.
That's terrible. That's so funny.
So good. Even at one point I was getting ads for like ventriloquists. Amazing.
Old ventriloquists.
Yes. Talking to themselves.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Farting noises that don't even need anyone's lips moving. The puppet's lips aren't moving.
Puppet's eyes get wide. We're infants, dude.
Goo gaga.
I told you farts are universal comedy.
Alright, that's the one that you gotta do for when people are like making you laugh. Just do a bunch of different fart sounds.
If I'm old, I gotta do a ventriloquist act where like I have a heart attack midway through and it's just the puppet freaking out for the next 5 minutes. Doing CPR and shit.
Uh-oh, the puppet also had a heart attack.
Uh-oh, they both fell down. That's funny. It's just heart sound. Yeah.
I've been watching Clone High, so now I keep talking in the, like, JFK accent.
Yeah, that was another thing with the Oppenheimer movie is that they were, like, we talked about, because they were, I think, very clearly hinting probably part of the reason JFK died was that he very early on in his career started a beef with this dude that was...
Then I told Daniel this whole
whole arms race and bomb
whole
stuff.
big tangent about conspiracy theories about JFK because like his murder, because I was like, that's like one of the conspiracy theory things where I'm like 100% the government had involvement in his death. I don't think I sound crazy saying it. There's like way too much evidence of government cover-up.
Well, there's even that video game where like you could try and replicate the shot.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you guys have played that or even seen it.
I've never played it, but I know what you're talking about.
They were willing to give out, I think, $5,000 or $10,000 if you could replicate the shot that killed JFK. and the closest someone has gotten is only like 82% accuracy or something like that.
That's
Like you could
No one
shoot
can
his
get it.
ear. You can't make a fatality.
Yeah, no.
the whole thing is wild. Oh, hey, when are we doing our conspiracy episode? In October?
Yeah, October. I got a few.
Okay. I don't have any. I don't deal in this conspiracy
Do your
extremist
research.
shit. I do my scientific research on everything.
October, we're just gonna react to ghost videos.
That would be so fun. Oh, you mean
Honestly,
should
for
all go-
Patreon. For
Yeah, I was like,
Patreon.
we should all go ghost hunting, but like be on live footage with each other in
Honestly,
separate
Oh.
haunted locations.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
if we can ever get in the same fucking room at the same time.
No, she was saying separate.
Oh.
So we all go.
Nah.
No. We all disappear.
Yeah.
Patron notes. C-Clan sent a link and says, "Here's my fucking note," and then here, hold on. It's an ad. Fuck me, these stupid ads.
I'm like Olive Garden.
Sent you a
Good
link.
lord. Wait. Oh.
That was it.
Just a bonk.
That's it. That's the note.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he sounded a little mad when he sent that to me. He's like, "Here's my fucking note." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." White boy Rodney sent off buzzer beater off Dunkum old bastard. Fuck old people, and it's this picture
They
of
need old people. Hard.
That's funny. That's
Top
funny.
10 hardest pictures.
All right, next note from Big Ass Titan, our new patron, our new $50 patron. The note, there is 20 spaces in this note. And then it says, oh no. It says something in German. New member here, just wondering when cookies and cakes and caps are coming our way in near future. I don't know if that's a reference to something. The way he said cakes worries me a little bit.
What they want booty.
Does that mean something bad? Cookies and cakes?
They want booty and
Should I Google
little
that?
gifts.
Is that what that means?
No.
No.
Oh, all right.
Well, if you call something cakes, like that could refer to a butt.
Okay, that I do know. Hey.
Okay.
It's like, do you want to translate Big Ass Titan from German to English? No, thanks. Oh, it says Juliana got a text from Juliana after she got on that said there ended up being a development on the toilet.
Yeah, I was like, I'm estimating like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I was like, it's
I
already
knew it wasn't
begun.
gonna be because you were like, I'm feeling a rumbly in my tummy, and I was like, oh no.
So 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I went to a wedding yesterday,
Oh yeah, how'd the wedding go?
but it was very nice. I got to meet their dog, which is like, I think like a mini poodle type of thing or something, but it's like literally like this big, and it's like brown with really fluffy curly hair, and it literally looks like a teddy bear. And I was like,
That's cute. It's cute they brought a dog to a wedding.
yeah, they were thinking about
I was
having
being
it be the
serious.
ring
I think
bearer.
that's cute. I don't want to see people at a wedding. Bring more dogs. There's only going to be dogs at my wedding, and not the feet kind. Is that how we end the episode?